Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning. Thank you for having me today.
I think this is your show. Thank you for having me.
I feel like a guest this morning.
It's a beautiful morning, 54 degrees, and today will be a great day. Not as warm as yesterday. Our high today, 69. Yesterday's high, 77. And for those of you who've already done some gardening and planted already, the National Weather Service says frost and freezing temperatures are expected tonight.
Wow. Now, that's a pretty good weather forecast.
Yeah.
But let's hear what Tina has to say. Tina, what do you have going on today for the weather?
Hey, it's Tina from Hometown Heating. Today you will use your furnace and your AC.
Well, Tina confirms your prediction that you will use your furnace and your air conditioning today.
She's absolutely right.
She is absolutely right. So when I get home, I'll turn my furnace on.
I was glad to see she didn't fall.
I had a lot of people yesterday, they thought Tina was really up on that Blake building, and I said she was. So thanks to Tina and Hometown. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com. And you can always check out the Hometown Heating and Cooling Skycam on our website anytime.
While it's going to be cold tonight, we're going to have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend. Beautiful weather all 3 days of the holiday.
You know, I've heard people are worried about their northern Michigan trips. It's not going to be that hot. People are canceling their trips. Have you ever canceled a trip due to weather?
No.
Never.
Not in Michigan. We don't do that here. I jinxed the Miami Heat yesterday when I said that there was a high potential for sweeps in both the NHL and NBA. The Celtics came back. I think they're going to win 4 straight now.
You do? I'd bet you on that. I don't think so. I think it's too little too late. But yeah, I think people are, I don't know, I don't think people are going to be as interested in this year's NBA Finals as they have been in the past. I think it's going to be a little sleepy.
Yeah, if it had been Celtics, Lakers, it would have been, the network would have loved it. And the networks, have you heard? ESPN and Fox, CBS, NBC, they all are messing up the Big Ten television contracts, and they're just discovering, the football coaches and athletic directors are just discovering this week that the contract is so messed up that they've been assigned games and game times that they have no intention of honoring, including the Michigan-Ohio State game would be played November 11th at night.
Which both schools do not want that to happen.
No, too late in the season for a night game. And
Michigan really doesn't want to play that many night games in general. So yeah, it's all about the cash.
Yeah.
You play when you said you're going to play. That's going to be what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just going to, every game is going to be a night game. I don't know. What do you like, Brandon? When you're watching your team play, do you like the night game?
As a fan, I like the night game because I have a young child, so I
Yeah,
can focus on the
yeah.
game the whole time.
Brandon has
That
a
is
little boy.
nice. Yeah, a noon game with a young child is tough. It's almost like you don't watch the game.
In Lansing yesterday, the Michigan Senate voted 55-5 to protect Michiganders with braids, locks, and twists from discrimination, including being ordered to cut their hair by bosses or lose out on jobs because of their hairstyles. The hair discrimination bill easily passing the Senate and likely to pass the House. And that would be, and apparently it's an issue. There have been people who have been forced to change their hairstyle. It's a race-based discrimination, and another form of discrimination being outlawed soon in the state of Michigan. The Surgeon General, you know who he is?
I don't know who the Surgeon General is.
Well,
the last I heard, they were saying that loneliness was worse than a pack of cigarettes a day.
Well, yes.
So is this the same gentleman?
It's the same guy, Vivek Murthy. He was the Surgeon General once, and then he was gone, and then he's back. He said he's issued an advisory yesterday saying social media poses serious risk for the health, mental health, and well-being of children and adolescents.
You don't say. Wow,
Well,
I could be the Attorney General.
Surgeon General.
Whatever. Surgeon. Is he really a surgeon?
He is. He's from Indiana too.
He's a
He's
heart
a
surgeon.
real doctor. He's
Yeah.
a real doctor.
Yeah.
Another doctor news in Western Germany, officials at a hospital have fired a surgeon after he used a hospital janitor to assist in a toe amputation.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So they were doing the amputation, and he needed an assistant because the patient did not receive a local anesthetic, became restless on the gurney, and asked the janitor, "Hey, can you come in and hold this guy's leg down while I cut off his toe?" And so he did, and the surgeon's been fired.
Wow. He's not the Surgeon General.
No.
I have some more overseas news. In Australia, there was an incident. A 95-year-old gal was stun gunned.
No.
Yes, and left with critical injuries.
I thought you were going to say she went.
Went skydiving.
Skydiving.
It looks like she
Yeah.
went skydiving. Or this is the only picture that they have of her. She's in a nursing home, and she had a steak knife, and she was approaching like an officer just with a steak knife. I don't think she was going to stab him, and he stun gunned her, leaving her with critical injuries. And that Australian officer is going to be in trouble because he's going to be charged for stun gunning that woman in the nursing home with a steak knife.
Wow.
Yeah, 95-year-old gal.
It's not going to look good on his resume.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Today is the somber anniversary. It was 1 year ago today that a gunman killed 19 children and 2 teachers at that elementary school in Uvalde, and that community, they'll never recover.
No, I watched 2020 had a follow-up last week where they talked to really kind of every tentacle that was touched by that tragedy, from parents, teachers. You know, that the one teacher, that the gentleman, every single kid in his classroom was killed right in front of him. I mean, are you kidding me? This is absolutely crazy. One of the most ridiculous things you will ever hear about. There's the new video that I've seen on that 2020. You see all these parents trying to break down the fence and get into the school. It's just absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah, we all saw the video in the early days, but in recent weeks, more video has been released and broadcast, and it's
awful.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely awful. Coming up next week after Memorial Day, the Tuesday, we will have the Selby Track and Field Classic. It's back at Jackson High, so we will have that. Cassie Legal will join me, and looking forward to it. Should be a great event. Also over at Jackson High, Jack Fairley's retiring. Did you know that?
I did.
And he's moving to your home state.
He's moving to Manchester, Vermont.
He is.
To be a neighbor of Alec Baldwin.
He is. He'll be neighbors with Alec Baldwin. Like really close.
They
really
will
close.
be neighbors.
Jack threw out the first pitch the other night for the Vikings. Kind of just to honor Jack for all he's overseen and done over the years. We'll miss Jack. Jack always treated us first class all the time, and Jack and I also share a birthday. How about that?
That's right.
That's
Happy
right.
birthday,
We do.
Jack. Just
Birthday
last
brothers.
week. Yeah, great career. 35 years.
Amazing.
Coach,
Absolutely
teacher,
amazing.
Administrator.
He already has gotten contact with the local high school in Vermont, and I think he'll be taking tickets at football games in the fall up there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep, Manchester High School, where my sister Marcy graduated.
Unbelievable. Let's stay over at Jackson High, the Al Glick Youth Football Camp. We've got to get that on everyone's calendars. That's one you don't want to miss. And Saturday, June 17th, is the Al Glick Youth Football Camp. And 4th through 9th graders, if you're entering 4th through 9th grade this fall, and to sign up, you can visit facebook.com/Al Glick Youth Football Camp. It's one of my favorite events of the year, and I know you love to go to that as well. It's the coolest day of the year, and
Yeah, you got a chance to rub shoulders with Jim Harbaugh. You interviewed him.
I did. Yes, I did. That was not my best work. But yeah, I mean, I think of the people we've got to talk to because of this event. Charles Woodson, I mean, awesome. So, very cool.
Well, you were very intimidated.
By Jim.
Jim.
Well,
He's very intimidating.
he is intimidating. He's scary. He's scary. He's very. His father, I could have interviewed him all day. Jack Harbaugh.
Jack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jack.
he was there that day
Yeah,
too.
Jim was a little intimidating.
I saw Jim Harbaugh in his first year at back at Michigan, and he was walking down Main Street in Ann Arbor, and his kids kept trying to run into the street, and he kept yanking them back onto the sidewalk.
Yeah,
when
well, that's
they were
how you
just
teach 'em.
little Yeah.
That's how you teach them.
Yep.
Today's show is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings. Now in their third generation, they have a wonderful Memorial Day sale happening, and they will even be open on Memorial Day.
I was just looking at the.
Well, I ran into Nathan the other night, and I asked him if
sure.
he would pay my sales tax always, and he said he would think about it.
Well, you can get a Lazy Boy rocker recliner, originally $15.99, now $6.99.
What?
Yeah, saved $900, and all the patio furniture has arrived, up to 40% store-wide, and they pay your sales tax.
I like it.
This is a weekend to shop.
This is the weekend to shop at Vermeulen's.
A couple of items on the police blotter. Officers responded to West Michigan Avenue and Northwest Avenue, busy intersection.
Very busy.
For disorderly subjects, assault charges will be sought on a 40-year-old female and a 13-year-old female.
Oh wow.
Lady.
That's like my age. That's like that's pretty close to like mine and my child's age. What happened?
I don't know. It's details are sketchy, but it sounds like the 40-year-old lady was hitting the 13-year-old child. And
Well,
the child
that begs the question:
she was hitting her back.
what did she do to deserve it?
Well,
I'm just kidding.
both
I'm
will
just
be
kidding.
charged.
Awful.
So
Awful.
typically,
Things happen.
it's a he said, she said, she said kind of situation.
Yeah.
And up on I-75 north of Detroit, a steer on the loose.
Oh, I saw this.
Yes.
And where did they get these cowboys from so quick?
I don't know. I guess that there's a place you can call for
There is.
rescuing steers. But we actually, the Michigan State Police, so they got 2 ATVs, a cowboy on horseback, and the cow.
Oh my God.
They lassoed the cow.
They did lasso the cow.
They did not charge the cow, and
I don't know how they got the cowboy out there so quick.
they actually,
On the highway, see
No.
a cowboy riding
They-
a cow.
In Michigan, we've got cowboys just at your disposal off 75.
apparently, I mean, like in Jackson County, we have the Mounted Division. I'm sure we
Yeah,
call
but
the
I mean,
Mounted
how long
Division.
would that take to like put together? I mean, this is just a.
The state police put together this action-packed video. Let's take a look.
Okay. That was cool. Very cool. I don't know. Whoever has the four-wheeler and the cowboy hat, congratulations.
I got further information. The cow had been loose for several weeks, so the state police had some time to find a cowboy.
Yeah. I have, in father-son news, I have a photograph that you probably thought would never be taken.
All right.
Look at what we got here. Oh my God!
Oh, that's right. We were at
We were at the
M&K.
Conopackies, and that is Mark and his father Ron, and there's me. I'm clearly the youngest in the entire group, and then there's you.
And Jeremiah in the back.
Yeah, and we had finished all of our barbecue. Ron was still working on his. Jeremiah, I mean, are you kidding me?
You know, it's funny.
He
Andy
is.
didn't want this picture taken because he didn't want to be seen with a can of Diet Pepsi.
I didn't, and then Ron got sauce on my shirt, I think.
It was a fun time.
It was fun. No, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a neat thing. Mark put together a
was kinda nice.
barbecue for his staff and some of the neighbors.
Yeah, some of the neighbors.
Some of us.
Yeah, and we just happened to be driving by, saw the hullabaloo, and pulled in. So, very nice. And got that nice photo.
I stopped because we saw the big guy catering truck.
That's right, we did see the big guy catering truck. Let's get to our scoreboard, our Extreme Dodge scoreboard, brought to you by Extreme. Get that oil change today before you head up north. You don't want that check engine or oil change light coming on right when you get to about St. John's.
Yeah.
That's not good. It's not good. Get that oil change. Here's our softball scores. Columbia, they handled Ida. It was see how many runs you could score in one game. Not much defense. Reading Concord split. Coldwater took 2 from Lumen. Here's some softball. Western, no problem with Harper Creek, and Bedford beat Jackson. What else we have here?
Baseball.
We got some baseball. Jackson just took care of the Dogs from Sexton, 19-4 and 23-1. Lumen Christi with a couple nice wins over Coldwater. And we also had some track and field last night.
Mm-hmm. Napoleon is the Cascades Conference champ for boys, and they've got some Hanover Horton.
Yeah.
Also great. So, by the way, the soccer postseason starts today.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Check out photos from the Cascades Conference meet on our website and the Interstate 8 as well. Let's get to, that's our last soccer score. Here's what's coming up on deck for today. Like you mentioned, there's the local playoff soccer action. It is win or go fishing, as they say. So that's all coming up on deck as we wind down the spring sports season here on JTV.
Who's on the show today?
We have got a wonderful show. We're going to get things started with Clint White and Karen Watson from the Jackson County Airport right after this.